Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Personality and relationships. Personality and relationships. You know what I find interesting? I've seen several comments on different videos where you get some men thinking, oh, it's just the looks, it's just the looks. The looks are the bait. And that should be common sense because they get the woman over there. And any women listening, it gets the man over there. But if you're talking about a relationship, even if it's a brief one, even if it's a one-night stand, the two people got to be able to click on a personality level. At the very minimum. So that on that level, it's important. On that level, it is very important. You got to talk. What y'all gonna do? You just gonna meet somebody and grab their hand, don't say a word, have sex. Oh, he's so cute or something. And then I know some people will say, well, the looks influenced it. I mean, she only liked the guy's personality because of his looks. Bullshit. Women always say, he looked good till he opened his mouth. Now, let me hit this on a deeper level. How a man comes off to a woman is based on his personality. Because when you talk about someone being cool, suave, or you talking about someone being nerdy and lame, it's the personality. I give you a great example from a TV show, Family Matters. And in fact, I even did a video on this. Steve Urkel and Stefan Urkel. That was a classic episode. Stephen Urkel, he drunk this concoction and it made him cool. His cool gene, he tripled and stuff. But his look didn't change. His physical features didn't change at all. But once he drank that drink, all that happened was he started walking different. His speech intonations were different. Everything. Everything was different. How he moved, everything. Clothing, everything. But see, here's the thing. The outer appearance, that's a hard shell. That's like a car. That's like a computer. Yeah, it looked good on the outside. Well, let me use the car thing. It looks good on the outside. Okay, fine. But how it moves through the world, it depends on the personality of the driver. Like somebody could get a Porsche or like a high-end car, but only drive it a little bit, drive it slow. They don't really blow that engine out. They don't get on the highway and just hit 100 or randomly or really drive it, really see what it can do. They don't really push it. And that's the same thing with the human body. It depends. It's a hard shell, but how it expresses itself is based on, the personality of the driver. And there's actually some deeper metaphysics there. I'll get into that another time. But, it depends how a person is and how they come off is really their personality, regardless of what they look like. Let me say that again, regardless. Because, in fact, I'm going to give an example. And I talked about this last week on my Deep Thought channel about this movie called Destined. It starred Corey Hardrick. And, in fact, I'll put a link to it in the description box. And this is the second time I'll put a link to that movie in a video. But here's the thing with it, right? Here's the thing. The thing is, the story was about this one character, but it was showing him in two parallel universes. And in one universe, he was like, he was a thug. In another universe, he was an architect. But I peeped how his personality was slightly different in both. And how he carried himself, how he walked, how he moved and everything. Well, it's the same thing just with a human being, male or female. Everything comes down to their personality, their mindset. And when you talk about relationships, or if you want to use the term game, it really comes down to what's in the man's mind. because you can have a man who got what on, naturally attractive features, but he acts lame. He can hit the gym, everything. In fact, even with the body game, I remember a woman was telling me about this one dude who was just totally lame, but he was in the gym 5 days a week. And she said specifically he had a killer body. But he was having trouble with women. But she told me about his personality, and I was like, oh, okay. And he probably had women checking him out and everything. In fact, I know this one dude who would probably be considered like gorgeous by women. In fact, I remember in the social circle we in, the women actually did say he was gorgeous. The women said he was gorgeous. But he came off as a lame. He came off as a lame because his style, how he carried himself and everything didn't match what he looked like. He wasn't cool. He was a good guy, but he just wasn't. He was more of a lame. That's just all to it. He didn't know his personality was in a different way. See, the thing is, a lot of times you get a lot of guys who get rejected out here, and they'll say, oh, well, it's because of my stature, or it's because I don't have a model face. I was like, no. You look at them and shoot. Even as another male, you just say, you look normal. But it's the personality. In fact, if you put, really, I'm going to be real with you. Because y'all know I talk select and non-select. The biggest difference really is in the physicality. A lot of times, if you look at the sheer physicality of the select and non-select, it's not different in most cases. Yeah, you do got some select men who like physically stand out, got those killer bodies. But honestly, most select men are normal. Got normal, average bodies. Most. But the difference is the mindset. Like you can put select and non-select in a room together, and yeah, like I say, there'll probably be some superficial differences, but in the most cases, it's about the personality, the mindset. That's the important thing. So people need to really men need to think about that. If a man having trouble with a woman, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna just be real with you. I can point to their personality. All I need is a conversation with him, then I'll tell him what's up with their personality. Indeed, I know one dude who became like a serious woman. I was like women throwing it at him. But when I first met him, when I first encountered him, he's one of my earliest students. You could put him in a room full of women. He wouldn't say anything. He wasn't getting no play. But as soon as he changed, his mindset got changed up. He couldn't get rid of it. And what changed? His physicality didn't change. His looks didn't change. His body build didn't really change. It was his mindset, his personality. So that's the important thing. And one of the things I'm going to be pushing more is the stuff about the personality. Because y'all know I'm known for body game, but people got to have a certain mindset in order to really go forward. So anyway, that's all I got for now, y'all. I want y'all to think on this. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.